most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman had so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started.
You need to take his iPad away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the
You need the
25-yard
break
line.
from it. Both of them do, yeah.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Going to run it. It's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25.
You done whining? Look at me. Are you done whining?
Carr makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
On the ground, it's Fuller.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sellers fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Clark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Still early in the game after that incompletion setting up 4th down. You are trailing, but do you want to get aggressive? Do you want to play it safe? Does this thing get out of hand? Those are all questions and factors that are swirling around this head coach's mind now.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give is to Williams. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Finds his man down the middle.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Throwing, Carr. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Mobley. Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Tight end now in motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and take it into the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Hey. Can you hear me? All right, hold on.
They'll put this one in play
A little
for
bit
a
of
snap
different
of the
pair of
drive from the
headphones.
25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
No.
Didn't get much done on that
I
first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Sellers.
Anyway, yeah,
Quickly complete. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Yeah.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
In my semester for this semester, it's higher because I've got 4 classes that I'm joining in for. And I don't know total numbers, but I was going to ask you.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Someone moved a little early, and and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's not.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44.
Yeah, we ain't talking like.
Play fake, Sellers. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback.
I won't know when.
Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down.
My biggest problem that I'm going to have to encounter is I got to buy a fucking computer.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
2016.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Sellers. Buying some time. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
But no, I didn't want.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead. Right.
Got a little breath. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I believe in calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up all the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now,
your bachelor
not
is
finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Taylor, never mind. I'm sorry I even fucking asked you a question because I just have to fucking dummy it again.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and
now 2 more years
feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's C.J. Carr to throw.
And then they offer...
Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab, ready for the first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
All my classes are
firing toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Young. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Carr fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front. So
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No, because I've already worked for a lot.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
No degree doesn't show anything like that. doesn't go with anything of Alabama did.
Looking for space. It's Clark. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Big bite.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Got the back over the middle. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers on the play action. Looking for a huge play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give is to Williams. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's Carr to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the... No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Throwing, Carr unloads it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Oh, he's got a chance. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Sellers to the air again. He's not afraid to go deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This is a designed run. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's.
Makes the grab in their space. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. It's complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that is so much easier said than done. To be a linebacker and have to play the run and then break on the running back and then tackle him in open space, like you've got to be a really, really good athlete. It started with his eyes, seeing the running back creep out to the flat, breaking on it, and then being physical for the tackle.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Keeps looking downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Snags
it, and he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Carr. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Takes the handoff. It's Fuller. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
On first down from their own 22. The run inside. It's Fuller. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing, Sellers. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Quick handoff. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And they got him. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Finds his tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Carr. Looking for a big play. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
He's in a... There's some room. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him up.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Here's Sellers to throw. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Here's Carr to throw. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Busts through behind his pad. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. He might want another play. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sellers. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Going for it all. They went for it all on the first play of the drive and come up empty.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Finds space on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Quarterback making checks. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. C.J. Carr firing again. And the timing just a hair off.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Here's a little room there. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.